year, it's crazy. And it gets better as I go. I don't get it. But I'll take it. Good morning. My name's Emery, and today we're stripping cotton. I didn't film any yesterday, but it was a good day. We finished here at my parents' house. We ended up with 8 modules on this 143 acre farm, which skip row is 2/3 of that, 95 or so acres. Family's been tarping the modules for me, which I was telling them last night how much that has helped. I bet each module, when Dad and I would stop to tarp, would take 30 minutes at least. So 8 modules, 30 minutes, that's 4 hours of work. I think basically a day probably. It would take us into the next day. I'd also have to clean the strippers off another day, which is time. And so then Dad said, we've never finished this farm that fast. So that was the vision with the 2 strippers and 2 builders. So thankful that that's coming to fruition and this is knocked out. So we got this finished and moved to the next farm, which I'll take. I'm going there now. I'm actually here at my parents' house to pick up some stuff for tarping for Emily and the boys, but got moved over there, stripped a basket, got the first to have a place to turn in and get it first builder set. So I'm gonna go over there and clean off. Shouldn't have to do too much. It doesn't look too dirty, but especially check the radiators and grease a couple things. 125 acres over there or so. That'll be at least 2 days if we keep the same pace. The cotton is better, I believe, and so that'll slow us down because more modules, which is a good problem. But my little accident I had with the builder ended up being not too bad. I replaced. I mean, it tweaked the door a little bit. Hoses kind of busted, or it was pulling the rod out. Maybe I can just remember to show you. It pulled the rod out. It didn't push. If it was pushing in, it probably would have bent it. But it was pulling it out, and that forced the oil to go the wrong way. It didn't want to go through the hose, so it kind of ruptured. Slight leaking of those hoses, but those hoses were original to the builder, so 1980 model. It was probably due for an upgrade, so we got new hoses put there, and seemed to be working good. But stupid, just got to pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna get a ladder and rakes and tarps somewhere on my truck. I've got lots of stuff back there, and we're going to the field. Man, kind of full load. Getting tired before I even start today. So, tarps, ladder. I got a new backpack blower to blow off the strippers. Used it yesterday. I think I'm gonna like that better than the big compressor. Still got to use the small compressor to get the radiators and stuff, but I got some things back here. Emily, the rake handle she bought is not gonna work, so hopefully the Tractor Supply maybe has a different one that will work, so that they can have more rakes for all the bodies. All right, I'm going to the field now. I'm hoping I just gotta blow the radiators out and grease. I think that's what I'm gonna do anyways. But catch your breath, get started today. Here we are. It's a lot to get everything moved over here in the mornings, or anytime you do it. It wasn't the morning, it was last night. But that went pretty smooth. Like I said, strippers aren't too dirty. There's a little bit on the deck, and so I'm gonna blow off. I think I'm gonna blow off the screens, take the screens off, blow inside with the what's it called? Leaf blower, backpack blower, whatever you call it. And then check on the radiators. Hopefully it's not gonna be too much. This is my least favorite part of stripping. I like stripping. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's seeing all the crop come into the machine. Cleaning it up every morning, not as much enjoyable. Let's hit some low-hanging fruit first. Checking oil. Hydraulic oil is good. This pump leaks a little bit, but it's not bad. Just keep an eye on it. Fuel is good. Over here, blind. Got it. All right, tractor 1 is ready. Tractor 2, forthcoming. Oil is good. I don't know if it's angles changed, but it's a little lower than it was. Belt's good. Hydraulic dipstick. That's good. Dad added a little bit to that, so that looks better. All right. Key in. The tractors should be good to go. Oh, except I need to go and turn on the trampers. See if I can reach here. With gloves on. Where is it? I know I can. I just gotta find it. I can't. No gloves on. Very good. This morning. Okay, someone's calling me. Tromper on. Tromper on. All right, I got the steel. I got the best one the biggest one they make. The steel 800C. I think it's the CE. They have the X. I got this one because I wanted, I think this maybe C stands for Comfort Edition, because it's got this more straps. All of them have this, the shoulder, but not all of them have that, and then for sure not all of them have that. I thought with me climbing up on there, I'd like to have that. And also, you can start it while it's on your back. So I'm going to show you that. The Echo was the other one I considered. The tube is really rigid, like real stiff. It's a little bit longer maybe, but it's super rigid. I had the regular straps. Otherwise, I think it's a good machine. So what I've done, and it's not cold right now. Prime it, put it on choke, and then I get loaded up. It's warm today. That's supposed to be high of the 70s. Like right at 80. It was over 90 yesterday. Okay. So I get all set up here. Okay, I've already got it choke on. So they say to get like some momentum. Don't pull hard or you'll break it. Like that. Maybe I'm not doing it right. It's pretty easy. Even though I made it look kind of hard. I can't walk between the cab and the cleaner because of the backpack, so I gotta try to be creative here. Man, I get filthy all the time. I did more than I was, I don't know, that may be at least the minimum I do. That's a dirty job. Not done yet though. You never get all of this out, just the nature of cotton, but I'm just looking for big chunks around things that are moving constantly, like these bearings here for this main fan, and then especially the radiator. I'm on the wrong side for Dad's, but blow out the radiator, which hopefully it's pretty clean because I did a really good job yesterday, but that's what I'm looking for. That's a chore. Least favorite, but it's not hard, it's just time consuming and very dirty. So everything's good, grease, full check, blown off. Now it's time to go. A little better what I did. I just did a couple rounds to get it because we had to be able to turn in, swing around, and then face them this way and still have room to pull them off before hitting the fence. So anyways, that's what I did. I'm a little nervous about rocks here at this farm. So I had one last night. It was stuck. I had to hammer it out. There were sparks. Never like to see sparks around cotton. field. Now it's looks pretty good, except for some maybe the new growth at the very bottom. Well, things are going along. We've got 3 dumps in each module builder. We're dumping every round. It's not a real full basket. Early on, we made a full basket in a round and a half, which would require us to drive empty every time to dump. That's not ideal. But now this cotton seems to be getting a little bit better. Dumping every round. It's maybe a 2 3/4 full basket is kind of my guess, but it's a good problem to have, I guess. But just what was I saying? Dumping every round. Maybe. Anyways, cotton looks good. It's stripping good. There is some lower cotton that the gatherers maybe are, if the cotton has branches that are flatter out but closer to the ground. I'm not getting some of those. There's not much of that. Like that right there. That is going to be because our gatherers are up a little bit, and so we're not going to get that. But if we go lower, you'll get it, but you're also going to maybe scoop some more rocks. So just have to keep watching and see if it's an ongoing issue that it's worth lowering down. So otherwise, trucking along. Washouts like that gets your header off uneven, and that's what gets rocks. When you rock like that, one side gets lower, and it seems like you scoop them up like that. I prefer just to scoop up cotton. There's a bag under here. You're asking for that to get caught up in your row units, which is no fun if that gets wrapped around the augers and stuff. Or it could get into the cleaner, get caught on the saws. That's no buena por nada. Temperature is still good, but there's hardly any wind today, so we're gonna all that air from the engine sucking through these screens. Which can make the engine get hot because of restricted airflow. Builders are full. I just stripped the next basket of the first basket of the next module. Walking back to the builder's now. Ended up doing 7 rounds in each builder. Made it pretty full. We were doing 6 at my parents' house. Different lengths of rows, but these are shorter rows, better cotton. All things hard to quantify, but anyways, just dumping 7 times. That's working for now. I think it's a pretty good size module, but not a monster by any means. We've done monsters before. So looks like Dad's getting the trumpers moved to the front. We'll get those pulled off and keep going. clogged under those sensor shoes. Clogged, wedged under there on a rock, keeping that shoe, I would imagine, from releasing. I don't know what it was, just something, because these are what, when you press these, that's what makes those, I guess the whole unit's up all the way. There we go. See, that's what keeps it from getting into the ground. Something made that clog. Something made that get stuck. All right, I need to clean the screens while I'm out. Dusty, no wind makes everything mo dirty. It's easy to strip because you're not blowing cotton everywhere, but you're also not getting any of the wind to help you blow the lint and the trash away from the stripper and get a little bit of a natural cooling from the wind blowing. So it's been a good day, but it's been hot. The temperature's not that hot, but you got machinery running like this. I'm thankful this stuff's holding up, but man, I don't really want it to get like freezing cold, but a little cooler temperature would be a lot easier on these engines and those PTO pumps and such. Kind of getting up this hill now. I'm getting in some more consistent cotton, which is good to see. It's also has rocks, so that's the negative. Especially, I'm getting through it behind me, but up here at the front, it's about to get hot and heavy. So far, then I've had a couple rocks, but nothing crazy. Just gotta take it easy. Problem is when we go through dips, the header, when I dip, it dips, we all dip, and it'll scoop up some rocks. And that's not what we want. So, just gotta take it easy through those spots, but I would expect this half of the field to be the best cotton. So, we'll see. We're finishing up. Dad had one more dump to go. He's been behind me by a dump or so. So he's getting caught up, get that module finished. My tarping crew should be here soon. They're getting it down. They're getting better at it. Today should be awesome. The wind is way down. Hopefully the boys just brought a good attitude, because I know their mama, she's gonna rock and roll it. So, all right, well, I'm gonna dump here. Trying to decide. I'll probably go ahead and dump my second, and then strip another basket, and then maybe go move that builder. That'll probably time out about right. Decided to make just one more module, so that makes 5 for today. Tarpon crew's done awesome. They've got all 4 done. They're waiting on me now to finish this one. So cotton is getting better. This is going to be probably the biggest module by a little bit, so I would expect those to stay that way the rest of the way. I don't know how many modules I have left. This is 5. I would guess 8 or 9. I don't know, I'll have to count rows tomorrow when I can see, but it was a good day, real still day. Very stuff is very dirty, so I'm going to get very dirty in the morning, unfortunately, to clean all this off. But we should be able to get this done tomorrow, bearing no issues, and I'd be glad to get this one done to get away from this farm just because it's a little further out, and we got some rain chances coming Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Sunday. Sorry, I just heard something that sounded like not a normal sound. But today's Sunday. Denton has a basketball game Monday, so if we can get this done before his game, that would be ideal. And then I just have about 120 acres sprayed remaining on a kill shot. So we'll see if I can get finished here Monday. We can do that, most of that Tuesday, maybe. Or I would like to sow some wheat before the rain Wednesday. So it may work out that I just strip what I can, and then I go sow wheat there where I can, and then if it rains, I will have a chance to get this tractor unhooked and hooked to the sprayer and spray a little bit more. Or maybe it freezes miraculously. You never know. But you got to keep watching to find out. It's like a real life variety show. You just never know what's going to happen. So keep watching. If you have been, continue. If you just started, thank you. Please also continue. Subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, tell your grandmas, whatever you got to do. We appreciate the support. And like I always say, if you're going to farm it at the end, you should check out the video. It's called "If You're Going to Farm It." Interviewed my grandma, who is 90. She just turned 93 this year, and she's a tough cookie. I've lived by herself for 78, do the math, 78 to 25, lots of years. And she's farmed and been involved with farming her whole life. So that's why we say that, ode to grandma. And it's true. If you're going to farm it. If you're going to be a father, be the best father you can. If you're going to be a football player, max out, be the best football player you can. So I think that's what I take from that is, if I'm going to farm, might as well do it my very best and try to make a crop and trust the Lord for the rest. So there you go. If you're going to farm it.